Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain Show, only on Crypto TV Plus.
Are you there? It's your boy. No, sorry, it's your daddy, Mr. Macaroni. Keep watching Crypto TV Plus if you want to be doing well, especially. You get me now? Alright, you're doing well.
Hello and welcome to the program. This is Inside Blockchain live from Crypto TV Plus. I am Bobby Adike. It's another Monday morning, and before we proceed, I'd like to encourage you, if you're watching from Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, and this is your first time on the show, kindly follow us on all our social media handles, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ping the notification button to stay updated. Now, what comes to your mind when you hear the word Metaverse? For most people, it's a virtual world similar to the ones you see in Hollywood movies. Movies like Ready Player One and Free Guy. However, top global companies are taking cues from the Metaverse and are providing solutions to real-life problems using the Metaverse technology. Now, recently, blockchain-based property tech startup House Africa has partnered with real estate company Bamboo Group to make the process of land ownership and validation seamless and easy. Here in the studio with us to help us make sense and to appreciate this giant stride is the CEO of House Africa and the CEO of Bamboo Group. But before I introduce them, we'll go on a quick break, and when we return, I'll do the necessary introductions. Stay with us.
History of NFTs. The history of NFTs can be traced to Kevin McCoy on May 3rd, 2014. He minted his non-fungible token, Quantum, way before the crypto art market exploded. Going down memory lane, the idea of NFTs emerged from what is called a colored coin, initially issued on the Bitcoin blockchain in 2012 to 2013. Colored coins are made up of small denominations of a Bitcoin.
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the Bull of the Bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that. Peace.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Inside Blockchain, live from Crypto TV Plus. And yes, today we're looking at the real estate, blockchain, and NFTs, as I'm joined virtually by the founder and CEO of House Africa, Mr. Nnamdi Uba, as well as the CEO of Bamboo Group, Mr. Oseyomon Ighodaloh. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the Inside Blockchain. And I'll start off with you, Nnamdi. Congratulations on your recent partnership with Bamboo Group. Now, I'm sure a lot of people who know you from afar and those who actually admire your strides and accomplishments would actually want to know who you are. So, briefly, who is Nnamdi Uba?
Okay, thank you so much. Nnamdi Uba is how do I say it? He's a tech guy. I'm coming from the technology background, studied information management technology and Federal University of Technology. So after university times, I worked with an MTN partner company where I was the chief. So during those periods, we were able to work with my co-founder who is also who also graduated from crypto, and at the same time a team player in where we were working. So from there we started getting interested in the blockchain space, and we built our cryptocurrency remittance platform, Bitcoin. This was around 2015. That was when we first entered into the blockchain space. So I think that's all about me.
Oh, that's fantastic. And Nnamdi, I believe the people out there actually Would appreciate that introduction. And this is not, this is actually the second time I'm getting to meet you. We had the pleasure of meeting you at a conference in Abuja. So, Mr. Osei, can you actually briefly, tell us who Mr. Oseyomon Ighodaloh is for the people out there who, are interested to know you?
Like you mentioned, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like you mentioned, my name is Oseyomon Ighodaloh, and I'm the CEO of Bamboo Group. Bamboo Group, under the Bamboo Group, we have Bamboo Real Estate and Construction. We are currently headquartered in Rivers State in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. And in Port Harcourt, we are arguably the fastest growing real estate company in Rivers State, and by extension, the South region. And we also have the Bamboo Energy. We are also, under the Bamboo Energy, we have the Bamboo Oil and Gas, and also Bamboo Renewable Energy. We are also into agric. When I say agric, I mean farms. We have bamboo farms, and we recently partnered with this technology, House Africa, who is our technological partners in regards to what we are currently doing in the metaverse. Thank you.
That's simply fantastic, Osei. Gentlemen, some 4, 5, 6 years ago, nobody would have believed that we'll be having this conversation right now, talking about real estate on the blockchain. It simply goes to show you that the blockchain technology is multifaceted. Now, Nnamdi, in my last interview with the COO, Ndifreke, with your COO, he stated that House Africa is building a property information system that is in partnership with the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company. Now, the idea is to assist home buyers or financial institutions validate properties before investment or purchase. Now, what comes to your mind when you hear the word metaverse?
Okay, Metaverse. If you go to Wikipedia or Google, you'll be seeing a whole lot of definition about Metaverse, using some technology terms to make it look more complex for a layman. So I'm going to be defining Metaverse now, making it much more easier for people that don't really understand what it is, because it's been in the news for a couple of times now. And it's also rising. So metaverse for me is more like a thin line between the physical world and the virtual world. Over the past years, we started seeing, when I was younger, we played these games like Nintendo and FIFA soccer and all the rest. And today we are playing PS5 and the rest. Those things are actually virtual world, while we stay in the physical and play and control them. So we are more like using the metaverse then. But the difference now is the metaverse allows you to be in control. Like, you feel that you are the actual, before then, we choose Messi, we choose Ronaldo as our characters, or we can choose Luken, or maybe somebody else in the Mortal Kombat to play. But in Metaverse, you choose yourself. You customize yourself. Okay. You get your avatar. You get your the kind of clothes you like. You name it yourself. You play it as if it's you that is actually in that environment. So I think that's the picture Metaverse is.
That's what comes to your mind.
Like making you to be. Yeah, that's the picture Metaverse is creating. So it makes you to be in charge. It makes you to feel that you're actually the person in that virtual world, playing those games or doing any other activity. So the Metaverse is more like a thin line between the virtual and the physical world. That's as simple as that.
Okay, that's great. So, Osei, now, I understand that the goal of this partnership with House Africa is to make the process of land ownership seamless and effortless. Now, through this partnership, the company's real estate properties have been mapped on an Earth-like metaverse, with each property having a 360 video representation minted on the blockchain as an NFT. Now, I think for the sake of clarity, you need to actually help us explain this a bit further.
Okay, thank you very much. We started our business around 2018 here in Port Harcourt. And since 2018, we've seen a lot of clients from all over the world. In fact, I can boldly say that most of our majority, more than 30 to 40% of our clients are diasporans. And we've actually seen ourselves grow from just having office in Port Harcourt to having office in Abuja, Lagos, Owerri, and Enugu. So we've actually grown into other cities across the country. And this also grows our clientele base. What we have done with House Africa currently, this partnership, what it signifies is simple. Most people, especially in the diaspora, they want to repatriate funds. They want to invest here in Africa. They want to have something, a piece of the earth, a piece of home, And one of the challenges that we've noticed over the years is this trust factor. A lot of them are not so confident about, buying real estate properties from just anybody. And then how else do they ensure that their property, the lands that they buy, the house that they buy, don't end up being sold to some other person? Because if you've been around real estate in this part of the world, you realize that is a major problem. It happens frequently,
yeah.
It happens every day. You can never be careful enough. So what we have decided to do with House Africa, this partnership, what really excites me about this partnership is the fact that when you buy real estate, when you buy land, for example, if you're in diaspora, what we usually do is we take your deed, your document, right? We would put it we'll send it to one of these logistics companies, DHL, any of these companies that would take those documents and send it to you abroad, right? But even at that, you are still not safe. Even at that, you are still not secure, because if that company wants to resell your property, what you just have at the end of the day is just paper. Nothing added, nothing removed, just paper, right? So what we have decided to do with, what really excites me about this partnership with House Africa coming in, we are going to tokenize these papers, these documents that we are sending out to those clients in diaspora, in other cities and all of that. We are going to tokenize them into an NFT, so that these tokens that will be sent to you as an NFT, right? It will become unique to you alone. That it would have your original, it will have your whatever
metadata on it.
Data is Nnamdi will be in a better position to explain all of that. He's the tech guy.
Okay, so I think we should move over to Nnamdi so that he can actually shed more light on that, if you don't mind. Yeah, Nnamdi, so share some of your thoughts on that.
Okay, yeah, I think that's it. So he's getting the line. Yeah, so it's all about making you to be able to see the exact location of what you are buying. Not just that, you get, the property status, like he said, to avoid fraud and duplicate sales. You know the properties that have been sold, the ones that are still available. So when you purchase this property, it's being minted in an NFT with the details and giving you an account where you can view these properties. You can use it for other functionalities. You can even put it for resale. You can transfer it to another person. You can see everything. You can see everything about that property, and the documents are also verifiable on the blockchain. So you can easily know, somebody can easily know that you actually bought this particular unit or piece of land.
And that's fantastic. I believe that there are some other questions that will come up along the line, in this conversation. Questions like, what sort of blockchain would you guys have plans of building it on and some of the sustainable plans. But we'll take a breather and we'll pick it up right after this short break. Stay with us. What's up, guys? This is Coin Crunch, a show where we look at some of the hottest crypto, play-to-earn, metaverse, and gamified tokens making the waves in the blockchain space. And on today's episode, we'll be sharing 4 metaverse and gamified projects and has the possibility of having great price potential. Now, at number 1, we have our FOX. Our Fox is a project that aspires to be the global leader in immersive metaverse.
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the Bo of the Bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that die. Peace.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is Inside Blockchain, live from Crypto TV Plus, and today we're looking at the blockchain, real estate, and NFTs as I'm joined virtually by the CEO and founder of House Africa, Nnamdi Uba, as well as the CEO of Bamboo Group, Oseyomon Ighodaloh. I hope I got that pronunciation correct. So we'll just kick it off. Now, I understand that Bamboo Real Estate, an arm of the Bamboo Group of companies, is now described as the first African real estate company that helps investors acquire physical properties from the metaverse, which is very commendable, I must say. And I also understand that prior to this, Bamboo announced that it would accept cryptocurrency as a means of payment. So, Ose, in light of all these things, what would you say inspired this decision to venture into the metaverse?
I thank you for that question. I like to be regarded as a businessman, and I would rather be referred to as a businessman than as just a real estate developer.
Okay.
Of course, anybody who sees what is going on in the world today will understand where the world is going. There's a common saying we say in real estate. We say, find where people are going, go ahead of them, buy the land and wait, right? So it is only wise that as a businessman, you see that the world is moving to at a very early stage. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so we want to be part of those people who were able to take that decision at the very early stage, more like the first movers advantage, right? And then over the times, we've had issues with our clients, especially in the diaspora, remitting funds back home. And we thought about it. One day, a client called from the diaspora and said, we want to buy one of your properties and we are finding it difficult to pay. And fortunately for me, that particular day, a friend of mine was with me, who is also a blockchain expert. And he just said, why don't you guys, remit that money via cryptocurrency? And that was it. That was just the light bulb moment. And it just hit me. And so we decided to send to all our clients and let them understand and let them know that we have actually started accepting cryptocurrencies as a means of payment. We did that, and that was quite interesting. All of a sudden, the business went from this level to, over the roof. And we started getting a lot of payments via cryptocurrencies and all of that. And that was more like the actual light bulb moment for me. And I realized how powerful technology can be. That was the point where I realized how technology can be, especially the blockchain thing. That was when I started researching. And, finding out about more and more about this revolutionary technology. And one of those days, Nnamdi has been my friend for quite a while. And we were just talking, and I told him. And he said, look at there's this thing that he's working on. And of course, I had seen what blockchain had done for me, especially in the areas of cryptocurrency. Of course, I wouldn't be a fool to see a much bigger technology that is going to revolutionize the world in a couple of years and not take advantage of it. So we decided to embrace it fully because he had explained everything, and I saw the advantages of it. And even despite the fact that we are officially the first African real estate company to actually begin to do this, to get on the metaverse, I believe in a couple of years, a lot more real estate companies all over the world will begin to accept it. And that is something that we want to be part of. So we are trying to be more like, have that first movers advantage. And believe me, it's been a wonderful experience so far.
Experience. Well, that's fantastic. You could not have said it better. Now, let's look at something very crucial. I think, Nnamdi, I want you to take this question. Now, the truth is, in every sector, there are bad players everywhere. Now, in the past year alone, we've seen so many DeFi hacks and scams resulting in loss of millions of dollars. So many exchanges were affected. Now, in the real estate sector, you know, just like Ose mentioned when he was explaining what Bamboo Group was all about, we've also seen so many cases of fraudulent land agents, lands under dispute, unverifiable properties, shady realtors, and it goes on and on and on. So I would like to understand, how do you plan on solving this problem with this partnership, you know, with this venture into the metaverse? How do you plan on solving this problem?
Okay, like Mr. Ose said, the major challenge has been duplicate sales, and the buyer has not been able to know the status of this property. So the goal is to be able to bring transparency in the property transaction. The recording on the NFT is more like a record on the blockchain, which is immutable. It can't be edited, so we already secured on that angle. But the goal is to bring transparency, make people to be confident in what they are buying, increase the trust in the property transaction. Because a lot of people keep going about, even as the real estate developers are, like you said, people still doubt them, okay? Because there's no much information being displayed out there about these properties. And there are a lot of back and fronts in property transactions, like you can decide to choose a plot, and again, you come back again, this person has, that plot has been sold. You go back again, choose another one, it has been sold. So there's no proper way of someone like me now, if I want to buy a property, I have to call, make a phone call, understand, go for site inspection, come back, and all that. And again, I don't know if the person that actually took me to the site inspection is actually one of the persons selling this property.
Exactly.
I can be frauded. Somebody can come up and say he's Bamboo and take me to a site inspection to their estate and take my money and go, and I'll still say it's Bamboo that sold to me or scammed me or something like that. So the goal is to bring up a single source of truth where people can see, oh, this is actually that property that belongs to Bamboo, and this is how many that is remaining for sale in this particular estate, and these are the ones I can go for. Okay, so it makes it easier, and again reduces the sales process for Bamboo too, and also increases decision making for the buyer. So it's a win-win situation for everyone.
So just to understand what you're explaining now, I think the question or the concern will definitely come up now. What blockchain are we looking at? Because you did mention that people who purchase properties will receive certificates of ownership, which will be minted as NFTs on the blockchain and all that. So what blockchain, are you looking at building this on? Can you shed more light on that?
Okay, we're looking at using a multi-chain blockchain. Actually, we're not really focusing on one blockchain. Yeah, we're not really focusing on one blockchain protocol. Of course, we are also using. In the future, we'll migrate into building our own protocol. But currently, we are working with Solana, Polygon, and Binance Smart Chain. We'll have a reason for that.
That's fantastic. Okay, so it's going to be a cross-chain protocol functionality.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fantastic. Still more to come. We'll take another breather and we'll pick it up right after this commercial. Don't go nowhere.
Who in the Bible do you think could have been a Bitcoin trader?
Let me think.
You know, be Christian. Why you want take time think?
Judas Iscariot.
Judas Iscariot.
Why? You go like explain.
He like money, he takes money, he multiply money, he do everything about money, he sell you for money, so that's it.
Hello, my name is Chiki and I'm the Bo of the Bullet.
Keep watching Crypto TV Plus.
Don't touch that dial. Peace.
Thank you for staying with us. This is Inside Blockchain live from Crypto TV Plus. And today, like I mentioned earlier, we'll be looking at blockchain, real estate, and NFTs as I'm joined virtually by the founder, CEO, House Africa, Nnamdi Uba, as well as the CEO of Bamboo Group, Oseyomon Ighodaloh. And we've actually been trying to understand some of the intricacies of how the real estate sector can actually thrive on the blockchain technology. Now, Nnamdi, in a recent interview, you disclosed that in line with this innovation and partnership, property owners will receive both digital and physical certificates of ownership as NFTs, which will be stored on the blockchain. Now, you also disclosed that these NFTs will be multifunctional. You know, people can use it to do a lot of things, such as obtaining loans. And you also added that House Africa is partnering with big financial institutions to recognize these NFTs as collateral for loans. Now, you understand the situation in Nigeria at the moment when it comes to cryptocurrency and blockchain. You know, do you think this is a step in the right direction? Do you think it can be sustained on the long term? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, sure. It will, because that is where the world is going. The world is moving digital. Okay, so everything is going online. Even our NIN has a digital one. So I think that's where the world is going. Where I have all my privacy, everything in one place. That's blockchain, and I can be able to do with it with whatever I want to do with it. For example, my NIN, I can decide on the website I put it on. I decide not to put it if I don't want to, and all that. So we are moving into a digital space where things can happen, where the will start having a representative of a physical stuff in the digital world. I've seen someone that has a jacket that you can actually verify the ownership of that jacket using the NFT. So I think that's where the world is going, where privacy.
I believe if I can just come in, I believe the challenge here is getting the banks to recognize NFTs and accept them as collateral for loans. Don't you think that will pose a little bit of challenge for your business?
No, it will not, because it's an agreement and it's a business, and in another angle. Currently now, it takes the banks almost 3 months to 6 months to verify you and property before they give you loan. So with this NFT and the digital titles, it reduces this to almost 1 day or 2 days or 1 week. So it's something is revolutionary, because it's going to help to increase access to mortgages or loans for people. For example, people can now be able to use their own property or their own land and get access to business loans, and then still hold these titles, still hold their house, and then use this fund to do their normal businesses. That has not happened before in the history of Nigeria, because first you must get your CFO. Yeah, of course, I know CFO is there. Nobody is going to take it away from anyone. But we are looking at it from the transactional angle. How fast can these banks continue giving out these mortgages or these loans, you understand, to help them, to help get more people to get access to these loans? If these properties actually has a physical location, exact position where it is, and it's verifiable that this person actually owns it, banks can easily do business with you, and again make their profit. Yes, there are a lot of laws around there currently that is holding most of these things from not working. But we are looking at the future. It's a gradual process. We can't really hit it like this. It's going to be one step at a time, and we'll get there.
Okay, fantastic. So, Ose, you mentioned that embracing this technology will open more opportunities for your clients worldwide as you aim to solve the issues faced by investors and landowners. Now, what are some of these issues, and what are the workable solutions that you have, for them?
Okay, thank you very much. Like I said before, when it comes to land buying and land ownership in this part of the world, there are still some issues, a lot of issues around it, especially when it comes to regulations. There are not a lot of laws, protecting land investors. In as much as we understand, and then again we understand the Land Use Act, and that states that the land, the entire land in the country belongs to the federal government, of course, administered via the state government. And the issue of C of O, which actually shows that a particular property, a particular landed property belongs to someone which has been transferred from the government to the individual. It is not readily available. You cannot, in most states, it is completely impossible to get C of O. And even when it is possible, it is so difficult because we understand that it is the state governors who append their signatures on the C of O for it to be valid. So in this case, what we are trying to do is to ensure that beyond just the land titles that we get via the court system, via the state governments, we want to be able to ensure that we have some sort of a universal title. Because what the NFT, what the Metaverse is going to do for us is to ensure that we have a global title that can be recognized anywhere in the world. Of course, there was this, a while ago, there was this news that went all over the internet where a man was actually selling land on the moon, right? And I saw that and it was quite interesting.
I think I came across that too.
That man has never been to the moon, but he had been able to some sort of way get whatever, I don't know. I don't have to be in a better position to tell us how that went, but he was able to maybe get the whole metaverse thing, and he claimed ownership to the moon, and he put it out there, and people were actually buying. There's also this news I saw online where you could actually buy a piece of land in Scotland, and then you get a title of a lord or a sir or something like that. You get a title just for flex, right? But this time around, we are saying that you don't just get just a physical title, you also get
a virtual,
an NFT, which is a title, which is actually now very peculiar to you, that you can take it anywhere in the world, and it's actually title that cannot be exchanged without your permission. That is what we are trying to do. In this sense, what we think this would do for our investors or would be investors is that they will have a semblance of confidence, a semblance of assurance, because what we sell really is not land. What we sell is assurance. At Bamboo Real Estate, we say we don't sell land, we sell assurance, we sell guarantee. Because when we sell lands for you, the idea is that you can go home, you can go to bed with your two eyes closed. You don't have issues. You will not come back and see that someone has encroached into your land, or someone has your land has been resold to someone else. However you want to be, you buy land from us, you can go home and sleep. 5, 10 years, 20 years time, you can come back and be certain that this particular land that you have actually bought is still very much intact. So what we want to do is to take that same assurance and take it online and tokenize it and use as an NFT to give even way more assurance than what we'll be given physically. That is what we have been able to do.
Oh, that's fantastic. So I believe there will be various concerns that might come up along the way, such as your clientele, or the onboarding process, because now the metaverse and NFTs is the metaverse specifically is still a technology that is emerging in its design. So the onboarding process
is still a very new technology. We also plan from now to begin to educate our clients.
Exactly.
Clients.
Yeah,
we are going to come up with a lot of educational videos, educational information, educational slides as the day goes by, and we'll begin to educate them. And then again, because it's still a new technology, there is still a lot to learn. As we go by, a lot will be unveiled to us. A lot will be exposed to a lot more. and we'll also be here
that's
to also educate our clients, our would-be clients.
great stuff. So for us to just wrap it up, Nnamdi, what do you think is the future of NFTs and the Metaverse as far as the African continent is concerned? Just briefly talk to us about that.
Okay, NFT is, like I said in the initial conversation, NFT has come to stay because it's more like a digital representation of a physical asset. So, and the world is already going towards that angle where you have something physical and you represent it virtually. More like the way we used to do we use Google Drive to save our documentation. Now NFT is helping us to make sure that we are saving that and it's also for us and it's not pirated or something like that. So it's where the world is going because there has been a lot of concerns about privacy and all that. So NFT is going to help in solving the privacy issues and the world is going there. And I see
Great stuff.
NFT and Metaverse is where the world is going. That's all I can really say.
So Ose, what's your take on that? What do you think is the future?
I want to believe the future. Like I said, I recently started following technological trends, and it's been mind blowing. The future, even with what we've seen now with the blockchain technology, I want to believe that the future is even yet to be unraveled to us. There is so much that the future holds with blockchain technology, and with the knowledge that I have been able to gain in the last couple of weeks, the last couple of months, it's been mind blowing. What I want to say right now is that everyone should actually begin to open their minds towards accepting this coming technology because it's going to revolutionize how we live, how we do business, and how we experience our world.
Well, that is simply fantastic. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much, Nnamdi. Thank you, Ose, for joining us on the program. And to wrap it up, the blockchain technology, as we initially mentioned, is all-encompassing. It is multifaceted. We've seen its application in the real estate sector. But to some skeptics, they still believe that the metaverse is a fad. What do you think? Join in on the conversation. And that will be all on today's program. Check out our website, cryptotvplus.com, to get more market updates and trends captured within the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter at CryptoTVPlus and on Instagram at Official CryptoTVPlus to get daily info on our programs. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ping the notification bell. If you have questions about the program, drop them in the comment section below. Thank you for joining us. I am Bobby Ndike. See you next week.